Hello, everyone. My name is Mo Zulfikar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income pick. If you want to read more about what John writes on a regular basis, you can head to incomeinvestors.com, or you can find the link to the website in the description below. The sentiment around energy sector and oil and gas exploration and production companies like Kimbell Royalty Partners LP, traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol KRP, has turned bullish virtually overnight. Energy has been one of the worst performing sectors in 2024 on weakening demand and potential increasing output from OPEC plus countries, but is often the case on Wall Street, things can change in a heartbeat. Energy stocks got a big jolt at the start of October on fears of widening tension in the Middle East. This includes attack between Iran and Israel, which could upend stability of oil supplies in oil-saturated Middle East. The White House is saying it supports Israel's defense strategy and warning any direct military attack from Iran against Israel will face serious consequences, is adding fuel to the fire. As of this recording, energy is week's top performance sector, up about 3% year to date, and the near-term outlook for energy remains solid. And frankly, so too does that long-term outlook. It's not as if the world isn't going to need oil and gas for the next 100 years or more. And that bodes well for often ignored energy plays like Kimbell Royalty Partners LP. Now, John, what can you tell us about Kimbell Royalty Partners?
Yeah, thanks, Mo. Kimbell Royalty Trust is engaged in acquiring and owning mineral and royalty interest in oil and natural gas properties here in the U.S. It has interest in over 129,000 wells across 17 million gross acres, including the highest growth shale basins and stable conventional fields. And roughly 96% of all onshore rigs in the lower 48 are in counties where Kimbell holds mineral interest positions. Now, as a limited partnership, it doesn't sink any money into new wells. Instead, it has zero capital requirements, which in turn supports its resilient free cash flow. It lets its customers do the heavy lifting. Kimbell receives an upfront cash bonus payment and customarily a 20% to 25% royalty on production revenue. In turn, Kimbell delivers the rights to explore and develop with the operator bearing 100% costs for the specified lease term.
And looking at the numbers, it reported another strong quarter.
Yeah, more often than not, recently at least, it seemed Kimbell reports record financial results, including record fourth quarter in 2023 results and record first quarter 2024 results. Now, it didn't report record second quarter results, but it reports very solid results. Oil and natural gas liquids revenue increased 35% on an annual basis to $76.9 million. Net income was $15.2 million, while net income attributable to common units came in at approximately $8.4 million or 11 cents per share. And second quarter 2024 EBITDA increased 46% to $65.8 million. Now, it did report one record during the quarter, a record low cash general and administrative expenses per barrel of oil of $2.34. Now, this number was below the low end of guidance and reflects the company's operational discipline and positive operating leverage.
If you like what you see so far, check out incomeinvestors.com. While you're there, you could also sign up for our free special report titled 3 Income Stocks to Own Today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. And now back to the video. And John, it declared a second quarter dividend of 42 cents per unit.
Yeah, as an energy stock, Kimbell's payout fluctuates based on supply and demand and pricing. So its quarterly payout dividends will change quarter to quarter. In the first quarter, it announced a cash distribution of 49 cents per unit. And in the second quarter, the cash distribution was 42 cents per unit. This works out to an annual distribution of $1.68 per unit for a forward yield of 10.44%. Now, despite the inherent volatility in its payout, royalty companies like Kimbell provide far superior cash yields to the most precious metals and REIT sectors, as well as the S&P 500.
And bullish KRP units have a strong double-digit upside.
Yeah, Kimbell's dividend yield of 10.4% is no fluke. Its 5-year average dividend yield is 11.05%. Now, typically, a high dividend yield is tied to a stock unit price that is down. Now, that isn't the case with Kimbell Royalty. though its units are trading near record levels. Kimbell Royalty units last hit a record intraday high of $16.62 per share on July 15th. Now, its units have bounced around a little the last 3 months, but the recent ramping up of tensions in the Middle East have boosted KRP's units to within sight of its new record high. As of this recording, there's 20 cents per unit, putting it up roughly 16% year to date and 13% year over year. Now, the units need to just climb another 2.5% to get to its previous record level, and even conservative Wall Street expects it to hit fresh highs over the coming quarters. Of those analysts providing a 12-month share price forecast, the average estimate is $20.67, with a high estimate of $25 per unit. Both targets are well above its current record high of $16.62 per unit.
John, thank you so much for your insights. Just to recap, Kimbell Royalty Partners LP is a great exploration and production oil and gas company with diversified, high-margin, shallow decline portfolio of assets that require zero capital requirements. All of this helps provide it with reliable cash flow, which it uses to provide reliable high-yield dividend. In fact, it has returned about 61% of its $18 per unit IPO price through cash distributions since 2017. As of late, KRP units have also been providing investors with some of the sector's strongest gains. Looking ahead, Wall Street expects KRP units to hit fresh highs over the coming quarters. That's it for today, and make sure to go to incomeinvestors.com now to get our free special report on 3 income stocks to own today. One of those stocks currently has a dividend yield of 12.7%. You can find the link to incomeinvestors.com in the description below. We'll be back with more income picks soon, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.